If you're over 50 and still wearing the same polos you wore in your 30s, that's probably why you feel invisible. The wrong fabric and the wrong color can make you look tired, heavier, and older than you are, even if the polo is expensive. But when you get those two details right, a simple polo shirt suddenly looks sharp, powerful, and modern. You don't need trends. You just need smarter choices. In this video, you'll learn 5 clear fabric and color rules for polos that flatter men over 50 all year round. You'll know exactly what to look for when you shop, what to avoid, and how to combine polos with the clothes you already own. You'll see how to use texture and color to look more energetic, leaner, and more refined without looking like you're trying too hard. By the end, you'll never waste money on the wrong polo again. The first rule is simple: choose cotton that feels like skin, not cardboard. For most men over 50, the best all-year option is a high-quality cotton peak or a smooth cotton jersey with a bit of weight. You want a fabric that has body, but still moves and breathes, so it drapes over your torso instead of clinging to every line. Run your hand over the polo. If it feels rough, shiny, or stiff, it will age you on the body. Peak cotton has that subtle honeycomb texture you see on classic polos. On a mature body, that texture is your friend because it hides small imperfections around the chest and midsection. A smooth cotton jersey can also work well, but only if it's not paper thin. Ultralight, flimsy fabric will hug your stomach and highlight every curve, especially when you sit down. Avoid heavy synthetics as your main fabric. A touch of stretch is fine, but when the polo is mostly polyester or feels plasticky, it traps heat and shines under light. That shine makes the fabric look cheap and emphasizes sweat marks, which is the fastest way to look uncomfortable and older. You want a matte, refined surface that looks calm and controlled. Think of your polo like your handshake. Soft but substantial cotton says you're confident and comfortable in your own skin. Cheap, thin, shiny fabric feels like a weak grip. Every time you pull a polo over your head, the fabric is sending a message about the kind of man you are. The second rule is to embrace mid-tones and deep neutrals as your foundation. For men over 50, harsh extremes are rarely flattering. Bright, loud colors can look forced, and very light colors can wash you out. Instead, build your polo rotation around colors like navy, charcoal, olive, taupe, and deep brown. These shades slim the body, sharpen the face, and work with almost every skin tone. Navy is the most powerful all-year color you can own in a polo. It looks right with gray chinos, dark jeans, or even tailored shorts in summer. Charcoal gives a slightly more serious, urban feel, while olive adds depth without screaming for attention. Deep brown or espresso can look incredibly refined on mature men, especially with lighter trousers. Avoid neon, electric brights, and childish colors. A screaming red or lime green polo doesn't make you look young, it makes you look like you're chasing youth. If you enjoy color, choose muted versions: dusty burgundy instead of fire engine red, forest instead of bright green. The key is strength without noise. Very pale colors can work, but only if they don't erase your face. If your hair is gray or white, an icy pale blue or soft stone can look elegant, but make sure there's enough contrast with your skin. Stand in front of a mirror. If the first thing you see is the shirt instead of your face, the color is too strong or too light. Your polo should frame you, not compete with you. The third rule is to match polo color to your contrast level, not your age. Contrast level is simply the difference between your hair, skin, and eye color. If you have dark hair and stronger features, you can handle deeper, bolder polo colors. If you're lighter or fully gray, softer, more subtle shades will flatter you more. If you still have dark hair and darker brows, navy, charcoal, deep green, and rich burgundy will look powerful on you. These shades echo the strength in your natural coloring and give you a sharp, confident presence. Pair navy polo with mid-gray trousers and dark loafers and you're done. No effort, just authority. If your hair is mostly gray or white, lean into it. Soft navy, medium blue, stone, light charcoal, and muted greens tend to look incredible with gray hair. They create a calm, refined frame around your face instead of fighting with it. Avoid very harsh black polos. They can drain the color from your skin unless your features are naturally strong. For men with lighter skin and lighter eyes, avoid polos that are too close to your skin tone. A beige polo on very light skin can make you look washed out. You want a bit of separation. Think mid-blue, medium gray, or a muted green. If you're unsure, hold the polo up under your face in natural light and see if your eyes look brighter or duller. The fourth rule is to use fabric weight and texture to match the season, not your mood. A single perfect polo fabric for all 12 months is a myth. Instead, think in two groups, lighter but still substantial cotton for warmer months, and slightly denser knits for cooler weather. The goal is to stay comfortable without losing structure. In spring and summer, choose a breathable cotton peak or a medium-weight cotton jersey. You should feel airflow when you move, but the fabric should still have enough body to fall smoothly over your torso. Avoid ultra-thin cling wrap polos that show everything when you sweat. They may feel cool at first, but they do your body no favors. In fall and mild winter, step up to a slightly heavier knit. There are polos in heavier cotton, cotton silk blends, or fine merino that feel like a light sweater with a collar. These look incredibly refined under a casual blazer or a lightweight jacket. You get the comfort of a knit with the structure of a collar around your neck and jawline. Texture should stay subtle all year. A gentle peak, a fine rib, or a smooth knit is enough. Avoid loud patterns, heavy logos, or shiny finishes. The more texture and shine you add, the more casual and busy the polo becomes. You want quiet strength, not visual noise. The fifth rule is to keep patterns and logos under control. At 50 and beyond, your style should look intentional, not promotional. The cleanest, most refined polos for mature men are solid colors with either no logo or a very discreet one. This lets the color and fabric do the work. Large logos across the chest or bold graphics pull attention away from your face. They also date you, because big branding tends to follow trends. If you like a brand, choose their most understated polo, with a small emblem in a similar shade to the fabric. You want people to notice the man, not the logo. Stripes and patterns can work, but they must be handled carefully. Horizontal stripes across the chest can make you look wider, especially if you already carry size in your midsection. If you really enjoy pattern, keep it subtle, a fine tonal stripe or a small, low-contrast pattern that almost reads as a solid from a distance. The more contrast in the pattern, the more it will widen and shorten you visually. Solid polos and strong, quiet colors are the most forgiving and the most versatile. A navy or charcoal polo with no pattern can go from casual dinner to a relaxed office to a weekend lunch without looking out of place. You can dress it up with tailored chinos or down with dark jeans. When in doubt, skip the pattern and let the fit, fabric, and color speak. The sixth rule is to use color contrast strategically between your polo and your pants. This is where many men over 50 accidentally add visual weight to their midsection. High contrast can chop your body in half, while smart contrast can lengthen and slim. You want clean lines, not harsh breaks. If you want to look leaner, pair your polo with pants in a similar depth of color. A navy polo with dark gray or dark denim creates a long, uninterrupted line. A charcoal polo with black or deep charcoal trousers does the same. Your eye moves smoothly up and down, which makes you look taller and slimmer. If you prefer lighter pants, like stone or light gray chinos, balance them with a mid-tone or deeper polo. An olive or navy polo over light pants looks modern and sharp without being loud. Avoid very bright polos over very light pants. That combination can feel loud and juvenile on a mature man. You want contrast, but not a costume. In summer, a soft mid-blue polo with stone chinos is a perfect example of controlled contrast. It feels fresh, but still mature. If you're carrying weight around the stomach, avoid tucking a high-contrast polo into very light pants. It can draw a line right across your widest point. Either lower the contrast slightly, or leave the polo neatly untucked at the right length, just covering your belt. The seventh rule is to build a small, powerful polo rotation that works 12 months a year. You don't need 20 polos, you need the right 5 to 8. Think in terms of rolls: a few dark, serious options, a couple of mid-tones, and maybe one lighter, refined shade that flatters your coloring. Every piece should earn its place. Start with your dark core. For most men, that's a navy polo and a charcoal or deep gray polo and a good cotton peak. These will cover dinners, casual Fridays, and family events. Then add 1 or 2 mid-tone colors that suit your hair and skin, maybe olive, muted blue, or a soft burgundy. These give you variety without sacrificing maturity. If your coloring allows it, add one lighter option for warmer weather. That could be a soft stone, a pale blue, or a light gray, as long as it doesn't wash you out. Use this lighter polo with darker pants for balance. Finally, for cooler months, consider one long-sleeve polo and a slightly heavier knit that you can wear under a blazer instead of a dress shirt. As you upgrade, remove the polos that work against you. Anything with a loud logo, a faded bright color, or a thin, sagging fabric belongs in the past. You're not that man anymore. Every time you put on a polo, it should make you feel sharper, calmer, and more in control. That's the standard now. To recap, polos can either age you or elevate you. Choose substantial, breathable fabrics, build around strong, quiet